and you'd like to move public comment before as number,
Remove it to discussion.
move to discussion of the agenda. Okay.
So, what does that do?
We discuss what I would like to see happen with that and make a
I don't think
decision
there's
on
any,
what
I
we're doing.
don't think there's any objection to 22, A, B, and C.
Mhm.
So if that ain't objection, I think we can change the agenda for those three items.
Without objection, we have added 22, A, B, and C to the agenda. Okay.
And then we need to,
Move public comment off for discussion.
I'm not in favor of that.
So that means, that would mean, would the people be able to come up before the agenda?
No.
Or would it be removing the people from talking to, addressing the council?
No, we discuss it before any comment, public comment is happened.
Okay, so we discuss the whole,
Audience comments, number 5
oh, okay.
and number 24.
So you want to leave them on the agenda, public comment?
I'm saying we'll move them off of the consent calendar and we discuss those.
Well, they're not on the consent calendar per se, they're on the agenda.
Okay,
Just
then
under
remove
consent.
them from the agenda until it's discussed as to where that will be.
Well, I disagree.
So are you asking it to be?
I'm making the motion that public comments be moved off of the consent calendar for the approval of the agenda so that it can be discussed.
Why does it need to be discussed?
We don't need 2 public comments. Let's be honest, we don't need 2. My time is just as valuable as your time. I spend plenty of it here.
I think that people can ask us to do something in the first one, react to what we've done in the second one. I disagree with you.
I'm making the motion to remove one of the public comments. You pick which one.
Well, I'm not going to vote for it because I don't think either one ought to be removed.
You don't have to vote for it, I've made a motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second to that motion?
A second.
Okay, we have a second? All in favor?
So we don't have to have a discussion on motion.
Yes.
I don't understand why Councilmember Kennedy wants to take away an opportunity for this community to comment on what the town council has done in the meeting. And I think having a public comment at the beginning, a public comment at the end, lets people tell us what we should do, and then lets people reflect on what we have done. I think this is the people's council, and it's just a limitation of the speech of the community. So I'm against taking a public comment off of the agenda.
Any more discussion?
Okay, I haven't gotten a, agenda for 2 times,
Okay.
and it's always sent to the wrong address.
Okay.
So we need to
Well-
correct that, because I didn't get one this time till I walked in here and it was in the packet,
Okay.
and then last time I didn't get one, so.
We can get together and discuss the email
Okay,
address.
that's fine, because I'm getting it from everybody else, but I'm
Right.
not getting,
Okay.
the agenda.
Okay. Well, we'll try to remedy that.
Okay.
Any more discussion on the motion at hand?
I agree with Tom. The town of Pound people need to know everything that's going on here. And the only way we can do it, if they're here, everybody's gonna say what went on tonight. And I'm for what Tom's going for.
There's nothing in removing public comment that means people don't know
Well,
what's going on.
let people
And I'm
speak.
sorry, I didn't interrupt you, but you go ahead.
I was still speaking when you interrupted.
No, sir, you weren't.
I was maybe catching my breath.
Go ahead, you can continue.
No, you go ahead.
It's fine, that doesn't preclude people from knowing what's going on just because they can't comment at the first of the meeting.
Well, they need to.
They I mean, it's up for discussion. Okay.
Well, let them speak, let them speak their mind.
One or the other.
One or the
I
other,
don't care where it goes.
I mean, they don't know anything when they're beginning. Why can't you wait until the end? Because all this time, I mean, we've spent a lot of time, and it gets on
We're wasting
all
time
kinds
now.
of.
So it all comes down to
They waste time
Councilmember,
getting up there quarreling
it
too.
all comes down to Councilmember Powers, whether or not he wants to let the people speak once or let the people speak twice.
Well, it calls for a vote.
That's what it
I'd
comes
call for
down
a
to.
question at this point.
Okay, well, can we have a roll call vote for that motion, please?
First, call.
Hawthorne,
Oh,
No.
Hall,
No.
Kennedy,
Yes.
Mullins,
Yes.
Powers.
Could I have that question read?
The only thing you're voting on now, Lyndon, is whether to stop the discussion and make a vote on the motion.
Oh. We're voting on the motion.
That's why I asked for the clarification. What am I voting on?
So do we need to revote?
Yeah, revote.
So revote on the
We're
call.
voting
do
on
we have
it.
the vote to call on the question first?
I don't think there'd be an objection if you called the question without that.
Okay.
Just to end the
So,
discussion.
okay, this is, we're gonna have a revote to call the question. That was an error on my part, but we will go around again and call the question on whether to vote on the motion for,
Removal and.
what is that relation to?
Could we clarify too, I think we're ready to move forward with the vote on the motion, but we need to clarify whether that is removing number 24 or that is removing number 5.
I'm good with removing number 5.
Okay, so if that is the motion that's going to be voted on now, is the removal of number 5 from the agenda, the audience comments. That we can-
Well, now that that's clarified, those people who may not want to sit through the entire meeting or come and address council, they will not, they will be disenfranchised. It will not be allowed to give their voice by removing the first public comment.
I'm happy to amend that to keep number 5 and get rid of 24.
And then if we do something that people don't like, people won't have a chance to react when we did.
Well,
So
then you decide. You decide which one you
I think
want.
both of them are equally important.
He's not
Okay.
going to do that.
Then I'll stick with my original motion to remove number 5.
I think that's the easiest.
We have a motion, can we have a
Do you have a question?
Yes, I do. What's customary, is this the only town council that you're involved with?
It is, but I mean, I'm aware of other councils. Public comment is pretty consistent among councils to allow that.
To allow.
As to order, is that what your question is, as to whether it's at first the end of the week?
If there's one or two?
Oh, it's customary for one typically.
Customary for one.
But I mean, that's not, don't take me as the authority on that. I mean,
I'm just curious about your experience.
but, and it's, I think it varies too if there's special purposes for a meeting. But I mean, for a general town council meeting, I don't think it's extraordinary to have one. I don't think it's extraordinary to have two. I mean, it's really up to the council, I think, as to how they want to structure their public comment, how much time they want to give people, all that's kind of, all that time, manner, and place about public comment is really the discretion of the council.
So will people have 6 minutes or will they have 3? That's the question.
3 per our rules of operation.
No, I'm saying if you have 2 public comments, people have 6 minutes. If you have 1, they have 3.
do we have a motion to call the question? A
I
vote to
think
call
we're
the
ready
question?
to vote on the motion.
Okay, we are,
We don't have any questions about what the vote is, right?
Okay.
Okay. That's all I want to make sure.
you got something else to say?
We're gonna get one.
Yes, what are we voting on? Are we voting on?
We are voting on removing
Number 5.
the 5th item on the agenda, which is audience comments. Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
Hawthorne,
No for the First Amendment.
Hall,
No.
Kennedy,
Yes, for the Code of Virginia.
Mullins,
Yes.
Powers.
No.
And the motion is not passed.
I make a motion to accept the consent calendar.
Okay. Is there a second to that motion? Do we have a second? Councilman Hall? And can we have a roll call vote on that, please?
Hawthorne,
Yes.
Hall,
Yes.
Kennedy,
No.
Mullins,
No.
Powers.
Yes.
And the motion is carried to adopt the consent calendar.